My squeaky bird. Hello, welcome to the stream. I'm gonna be doing some sewing. Got my sewing machine here and various fur ready to sew. I'm doing alright. I had a bit of a break and I'm back from that break. Which is not exciting, but I get to sew, so that's nice. Hello, Meeks. Thank you. Yes, I have my little boy back there. He's gonna be squeaky as always. Right. Yeah, I think furries I think they've raised like $1 to $3 million over the existence of furries. I don't know for sure though, but I think it's around that amount of money. Or maybe you're right, I don't know. Yes, I am making a fursuit. I'm working on some arm sleeves for a bodysuit, which is exciting. It's my first bodysuit. Your friend doesn't like furries? What should you do? Well, if you're gonna do something, I'd just be honest with them and tell them what it really means to be a furry. There are a lot of misconceptions that make people dislike furries. And maybe they just don't really know what it's all about. Right, to the sewing machine. Okay. Do I sell bodysuits with the head? The Premades that I've had in the past have been mini partials, I would only ever do a full suit as a commission. I'd never do it as a pre-made. Hello, Minty. Welcome. Yes, your glorious sticker is on my sewing machine, so I can always see it. Okay. It's my first bodysuit. I'm kind of excited. I'm kind of nervous. But so far, it's going alright. Nothing devastating has happened yet, which is good. The character I am making for is Axel, which is the named Dragon Dog Premade I made in the fall, if anyone remembers that. They have been upgraded to a full suit, so I've been working on it. We have various colors you may recognize. I've been working on it for, I think, since like January, or maybe even December. It's been a while. It's been kind of slow. There's been some delays with the duct tape dummy, but it's fine now. Alright. I forgot to backstitch. My bad. Hey, that's alright, Minty. I know you were trying to save up for something else at the time. Maybe one day you can get your hands on one of my pre-mades. Okay. Thank you, I try. Sometimes a bit too much. Wait. Oh, right, get another strip. I work very hard on them. I put way too many hours into them. Like 1 or 200. It's... Oh man, it takes so long. Like, for me, a mini partial will take like 3 to 4 months. Because the head just takes so dang long. And, you know, I don't stay up until like 5 a.m. That's probably a part of it. Because I can't. Because I'm a student and that just... I can't do that. Oh, I spelled the title wrong? Of course I did. I'm not the best at spelling, I will say. Yeah, I don't use a sewing machine for the heads either. The faces are always entirely hand sewn, because I don't trust the sewing machine, to not make the seams invisible. Just doing it by hand, for me, it just makes things, like, the seams are just way smaller, and yes. The materials can be pretty expensive. Like, I think for Toki, I spent about $200 on materials. But it kind of depends on the character you're making, too. For example, if you're making, like, a sparkle dog that has, like, 12 colors, it's going to be more expensive, because you have to buy that fur. Yes, I am a furry. Hello. Yes, this mask is very easy to see out of. I can see all through here. It's like wearing sunglasses or like a tinted car window. Okay, everyone seems to be talking about my stickers, so I will show off my stickers. So I have the wonderful Minty Chip Mocha sticker here. I got a little frog sticker. I got a hunter sticker. I kin him. He is me. I got a Toki sticker. And a couple stickers from various Etsy shops. And a little Flapjack sticker because I love him. And another sticker from Etsy. Alright. I love my sewing machine. Except when it works, because, like, I'm not the nicest with it. And sometimes it doesn't like me. Sad. But luckily, I have a local, sewing machine store that's pretty close to me. So if it breaks, I got someone who can fix it. My favorite mask. Between Q and Toki, I don't really have a favorite. They just kind of have their pros and cons. Like, if I'm doing a live stream, I'll almost always wear Q, just because the vision is so much better. And I can actually see what I'm doing. And Q is also very cool and future-y, which I like. But, you know, Toki is like an actual fursuit. So I guess if I were to be going to like a furry convention, I'd wear Toki. But if I were to go to like Comic-Con, I might just wear Q. Also, Toki is way hotter. I do not play Roblox. I hate it when I lose my sewing needle. It's even worse when it falls on the floor and you can't see it. And it's like, where did it go? And it's not like, oh, well, I guess I lost it, bye. Because what if you step on it, What happens then? And then it's your fault, because you didn't pick it up. What games do I play? Yeah, that's the thing about me. I don't really play games. A little while back, I was playing Ori and the Blind Forest, but then I lost 20% of my progress in the game, and I'm like, and I just lost motivation to do it, and I haven't done it since, like, January. Which is honestly pretty sad, but, yeah. I think that my all-time favorite would be Rayman Legends. I really enjoy that one. I play it on the Xbox. I love it. Do I support people who do quads? Yeah, I mean, it's just another hobby. They're not hurting anyone. I still have an Xbox. I just haven't played it in a few months. But I don't play like the traditional Xbox games like Fortnite or Call of Duty. That's not my thing. So the thing about my sewing machine is that sometimes it doesn't go through both layers of fabric, and I can't just go over it again with the sewing machine, so I have to hand sew it again. Just like a little hole. I do make fursuits, yes, I do. I have made, I think 7. It isn't that many. Yes, I do know Nettlewing. We are acquaintances. Haven't had many conversations with them, but I do enjoy their content and their fursuits, and I think that they are a pretty cool person. I do commissions. I'm not open for any right now. I have in the past, and I do plan to open for some after I finish this bodysuit. I have no idea when that's gonna be, but hopefully the next few months. I know for a fact that I'm gonna do a big cat YCH, because I bought a big cat foam base at A&W, and I gotta do something with that. It's just sitting in the closet right now. This is technically part of my 7th, or no, hold on. Let's see, I did Vex, I did Toki 1.0, Epic Griffin, Toki 2.0, and then, no, it's my 6th. So the Dragon Dog Premade was, my 6th fursuit, and I'm working on the bodysuit for it, so it's for my 6th fursuit, but it's my first bodysuit. But no, that does mean I've made 8. It's kind of hard to keep track sometimes. What food do I like? Ooh. I like all sorts of foods. I don't really consider myself picky. I like Italian food. I like all sorts of Asian food. I like Mediterranean food. Let's see here. What else do I like? I really like desserts, but also that's coming from an American. Ooh. Let me get a little bit more specific with Asian food. I really like ramen and sushi. And I know that's just Japanese. I'm forgetting the name of the Korean dish I really like. Oh, it's like bibimbap or something. I really like that. Oh, I have another hole. Are you kidding me? Okay, well, I'm not. I'll be with you in a moment. One sec. Oh, good. Oh, dear. Okay. Okay. Oh, this is horribly annoying. I think I will do quotes when I do open, but again, that's not going to be for a while. So I'm not open for quotes right now, because I gotta focus on this. And then it's gonna be kind of a long process of figuring out what I want my prices to be. It might take like a couple weeks. Let's see, my favorite furry YouTuber, I'd say, is Picari Roo or Nefertiti. Do you think someone has to have a fursuit to be a furry, or if they just like the idea of dressing up, they are one? You don't have to have a fursuit to be a furry. It's not a requirement at all. All that you need is just an interest in anthropomorphic animals, or animals with human-like characteristics, such as walking, talking, wearing clothes, or... yeah, I think that's it. Some examples like Zootopia, Sing, The Lion King, I think technically the Zoo Book, but that's just not... wait, the Zoo Book. The Jungle Book, that's what I'm thinking of. My bad. Let's see. How long does it take you to make a fursuit to be done? For a mini partial, which is what I'm used to be doing, that's what I normally do. It takes about 3 to 4 months of pain. Let's see here. My favorite sushi roll. I like a good classic California roll. Those are pretty good. I really like anything with salmon in it, as long as it's not too spicy. I'm kind of spice sensitive, unfortunately, which makes a lot of cooking from different parts of the world hard for me to eat. Like Indian food, which I do enjoy, is very spicy. Not always, but that makes it hard. And various other Asian cultures have very spicy food. That I can't really eat. Unpopular opinion, I don't like ketchup. It's the vinegar. I don't like the vinegar. I also don't really have much of a thing for potatoes, which I know will offend all of my fellow Americans out there, and I'm sure many more. Okay, I gotta resew this. One moment. Well, this is annoying. Let's see, did I get it? Yes, I did. Okay, cool. My bird is being quiet. It's quite unusual for him. He's quite the squeaker. Where did my needle go? I didn't throw it out, did I? Well, let's just pray to the sewing gods that it's okay and I won't step on it. You may have heard, my brother. I meant my bird. I'm sorry. My favorite season. I mean, I don't really have a favorite. My birthday's in winter. I like spring, except for the bugs. I hate the bugs. And I like the summer because no school. And I can make fursuits productively. But I don't like the fall. In Seattle, the fall is just rain and cold. And then in the winter, it's more rain and more cold, but with the occasional snow. Ooh, I just thought of something. If anyone has any ideas for what I should do for my 10K subscriber special, please tell me. I need ideas. The only idea I have is like a baking video or like a baking live stream. Because, hey, I can bake. That might be interesting. I don't know. I gotta do something. Because that is a big milestone for me. A chaos stream? I don't have the energy for that. And I like to think that all of my streams are chaos streams, even if they're very calm. This should not be taking this long. Make a cake. If I'm gonna bake something, I'm not gonna make a cake. That's so much work. I might make brownies from scratch or like cookies or something. Or, I don't know. I mean, if I'm gonna make a cake thing, it's gonna be cupcakes. Because that's more manageable. At least in my opinion. Cutting time, right. Another idea I had is doing a public fursuiting video or live stream. Yeah, it would be a live stream. My only concern with that is I'd have to have a handler because bad fursuit vision. And I don't entirely trust that my handler would not use my real name. If you know what I mean, fellow YouTubers out there. So that's something I'd be concerned about. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to decide, Riptide. I am looking for, suggestions. 'Cause I don't know. I'm thinking of doing a baking stream, but I don't know. Jeez. I don't know if that'd be super interesting. Do I listen to music? I don't listen to music and, like, only listen to music. I have to be doing something. But it's usually just to have background noise. Like, I don't listen to music to listen to music and, like, really enjoy it, like many people do. I just listen to it so that there isn't silence when I'm sewing or something. Usually I'll just, like, watch TV or something while I'm working. Believe me, I get through so many shows. Like, this last week, I have watched the entire Tales of Arcadia trilogy and Amphibia, which I finished in 3 days. I consume so much, and I run out of things to watch. Oh no, I dropped a clip. rewatched The Owl House. Only the second and third season though. Just because honestly the first season was a little boring for me. I do not draw anime. However, when I was a bit younger, it must have been like 5 years ago, I got really into drawing Pokemon. That probably doesn't count. I have seen Gravity Falls. I was watching that while working on this guy right here. And so, like, I hand sewed the full thing because I wanted to watch Gravity Falls and not stop what I was doing to machine sew. I have seen Heartstopper, yes. Yeah, the Owl House finale was very exciting. I watched that last Monday. Sorry, I'm not gonna put on a different mask right now. That one has bad vision and is not good for sewing. And also I'd have to leave the room to put it on. And I don't want to sew right now. So I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to decline that. See, it should have only taken me that long and not 30 minutes. 'Tis the life of a fursuit maker. Okay, sure. So far, I believe I have sewn on this stripe and this stripe in this string, which is not saying much, but I'm gonna have one more little piece down here, and it's going to fit in this little hole here, in the arm sleeve, because it's kind of a funky marking. It's a very complex arm. I really like the character that I'm making. I originally got it as an adopt off of Etsy for like $10. And then I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna make it a hybrid. So I added some dragon bits, and I kind of redesigned it a little bit. But anyway. That original Etsy shop has been wiped off the face of the earth. You can't go and buy their stuff anymore. You can't, I don't know what happened. So I can't, I gave credit to them in the listing, but like, good luck crediting them. I don't know, you can't find them anywhere. They're like a ghost. I don't know. So, for my own sake, I could have redesigned it a bit simpler, but I wasn't thinking that I was going to be making a bodysuit. Because the original plan was just to make a mini partial and be done. I will get to your question in just a sec. Okay, fursuit making tips in general. I'm gonna say take your time and don't be afraid to redo anything, because there is gonna be stuff that you're unhappy with, no matter how much skill you have. And also just, if you are like a first time maker and maybe, I don't know, you're like 13 or something and don't have that much money for materials, don't make a character that is super complex. It's gonna be really hard, money-wise. If you have like a sparkle dog with like 12 different colors, and then you have to buy like, I don't know, with Howl fabrics you can get half yards, but with Big Z you can only get 1 yard. So if you got a sparkle dog with 12 different colors, you gotta get 12 yards of fur or 6 yards of fur. And it just, that's not wise financially, unless you really have the money for it. No, and then what if you run out of that fur, and then you don't have enough to finish it, and maybe you can't afford to get any more? That's something that I've experienced, and it's really frustrating, so just be careful with that, I think. I'd say stick to 3 to 4 colors if you can, for the fur at least. But you could have other colors in other places, like for example the nose, that might be made out of minky or fleece. And for me, I do the lining of my ears. Here, I'll show you guys. Like this blue section here on Toki, can you see that? That is all minky. So maybe you only need to buy 2 colors of minky instead. And that's something I didn't do for, I think, maybe 2, or I think I did it for like 2 fursuits, where the inside of the ear like that was fur, and I'm like, I don't like this. So I changed it. That's for me. If you want that, you can do that. Just be wise with the character design. Oh no. I got this mask on Etsy, but honestly you can just get it on like Amazon. I've seen it on eBay. Yeah. There's my smelly bird chirping away. Squeaky bird. Cute pie. I am planning on adding fur. However, I will say this is not a protogen. Q is just an alien cyborg, which is kind of like a protogen. But I can't classify it as a protogen because it doesn't follow the species guidelines. And that's a no-no. This is just a cyberpunk mask that I made into my own character. But yes, I do plan on adding fur at some point or another. Like around the back of the neck and stuff. And I do plan on adding making little hand paws. I guess they're not really paws, they're more like, I don't know how to describe it. Think of Wicker Beast paws, but like smaller. I don't know. And at some point I'd love to make a tail, but that's gonna be hard. because Q has got an artificial spine that glows. That's gonna be hard. It's not an easy task. But that's a very common mistake that you made. It's fine. Okay, one more piece on the sewing machine, and then I get to hand sew. Yay! Thanks, yeah, I do know Minty. We mod for each other on each other's channels. And we support each other. I saw someone in real life who thought like I just do thumbs up sometimes, and I had a video of some LEDs working. I made a YouTube video of it, but I made a separate video for myself. Someone said the thumbs up at the end looked like 5-minute crafts, and I can't unsee it now. That'd be so horrible. Yes. Vex, my persona, not Toki, they do have a fursuit. I just don't wear it. It's uncomfortable. I did make that. I did make Vex. Vex is my own creation. But Toki I originally got as a custom adopt, so I can't take all the credit for it. But there were some minor modifications I ended up making later. But I do a bunch of character designs. I have an Etsy shop where I sell a bunch of adopts. I will say I've gotten pretty darn good at them. Not like fantastic, but I've gotten better. Maybe try explaining to your mom what being a furry really is. There are many misconceptions about what being a furry is, and I guess many people don't really know what it's all about, and so they don't like it because of the misconceptions. They don't like the misconceptions. But if you show them what the fandom really is, then they might like the fandom itself. And it's really just a hobby. It's nothing more. Okay, well, to many people it is much more than that. But at the end of the day, you know, if you're... I don't know how old you are, but if you're like 11 or 12 or 13 or something, it's just a hobby. I'm sure you don't have a full-time job in the furry fandom is what I mean to say. There are certain resources that you can use that are known. What am I saying? Maybe try showing her moms of furries. They are a parent group, that are moms of furries, and they, I actually met them once. They were very nice. They do an excellent job of kind of explaining the fandom as a parent, which may be more relatable for certain people, such as parents. So maybe try that, and maybe try encouraging her to do her own research. But supervise her, because there are many things on the internet that only part of the fandom take part in that the media likes to blow up a bit out of proportion. And to many parents, that is scary. I wish I could be more helpful, but I know that there are plenty of good resources out there. Ugh, this stupid balaclava. Is this the right or the left? One moment, I have to put this puzzle together. Wait, hold on. Where's my other thing? Aha! Okay. Right. Hold up. Why isn't this annoying? I have to stuff all of this fur inside the seam. This is so annoying. It is the life of a fursuit maker. Okie dokie. Ooh, I know what I could use. My trusty stick. Haha. I wonder, does anybody have any show recommendations for me? Some of the stuff I enjoy is, like, I really like Stranger Things, The Dragon Prince. I'm really looking forward to season 2 of Sweet Tooth. I've been waiting, like, 2 years. So that's pretty exciting. I really like, oh gosh, what else? I enjoy The Owl House. And yes, I did watch Amphibia. And yes, I did watch Gravity Falls. I have Netflix and Disney Plus right now. Ooh, yes, I really do like Hilda. That's another one. Let's see, some other shows I like. I don't know if I already said The Dragon Prince. I really liked Lost in Space. That's another one. Ooh, The Hollow. I really enjoyed that one. That one's pretty underrated in my mind. I almost never see anyone who's, like, on the internet who's like, yeah, The Hollow. It's my impersonation. I know Netflix and Disney Plus are kind of limited, but that's what I have. Oh, I have seen Voltron. For me, I thought they just dragged it on for too long. And that was, like, I was binging it, and I just couldn't, it was frustrating to finish. Machine. I haven't heard of that one. Okay, well, let's cut this. Oh, hooray, I just got rid of my dart. Oh, yeah, she was another one I've seen. I've seen quite a bit. That one, I felt that they dragged that one on for, like, the first 3 seasons. And I just felt like I was sitting there like this, just waiting for it to get interesting. Like, interesting plot-wise. I really enjoyed the end of it. Ooh, another one I've seen is Dead End Paranormal Park on Netflix. That one's also pretty underrated in my mind. What? Why isn't this working? I don't understand. Oh, maybe my seam allowance was too big. Let me think. I feel like I'm missing things, or the chat is just being very quiet. Ooh, I've seen a bit of Mau Mau. What is your fursuit? My favorite fursuit head, that I've made is gonna be Axel, the dragon dog pre-made. I made in like October, November. Gosh, I think it was October. I finished it then. I was really proud of it, and I felt like my hard work really paid off with that one. Of course, it had its fair share of mistakes, but I was happy with how it turned out. Even if at the time I was kind of frustrated, but looking back, I'm quite proud of it. Axel is an orange, brown, and yellow dragon dog. This color palette, yeah, it's been kind of a while since I've shown them. So I don't blame you for not remembering. What the? Hold on, sewing is being a little bit silly right now. I'm getting annoyed. Okay, I think I got it. Yeah. Yeah, okay, that looks right. Ooh, actually, I might be able to machine sew some of this. Not all of it, though. I am going to try that, actually. Where's my thread? Where's the golden thread? I don't see it anywhere. Oh, there it is. I found it. I apologize if this stream is kind of boring. Just kind of how it goes. That's wrong, that's wrong. My sewing machine hates me. Oh yeah, I do have a little place for the thread to go right here. Here, let me show you. Put the thread in there, then we got this little stopper, and yeah. I really hope you can see that. I have no idea, honestly. I had, when I was first making fursuits, I had a really old sewing machine from, I think, the 70s, because it was just lying around the house. I think it was my grandma's, actually. Yeah, it was my grandma's. It was terrible. It was not very strong, and it had so many issues and problems, and it was such a pain to work with. You know, some days I just couldn't get it to work, and I don't know why. But it just wouldn't do the job. And so, I think 2 years ago, got a new one. It's like the same brand, so it has some very similar abilities, such as like threading the machine, which I'm very happy about, because now I know how to thread the sewing machine without being in pain. My first fursuit head was Vex, my persona. They were a dino mask in, I think 2020. I don't wear them in videos or anything, because they're very uncomfortable. They don't fit well, and the jaw doesn't really work that well. I have it shown in a couple videos, mostly, my 100 subscriber special. It's a Q&A, it's a full-length video. Unfortunately, I can't bring it out right now. It's high on top of a shelf in a closet. So it's not like I just have it like over there and can just like, oh, look at this. I apologize for that. Maybe one day I'll have them out on stream, because that seems to be a question I get asked a lot. Alright, now to attempt to sew this brown piece, it's gonna be hard. I will try the Premade. Do you mean this Premade right here? Because I will show that in a second, but first I want to sew this, because that's what I came here to do. I'm hoping that the seam doesn't show too much. We will see as soon as I can get this thing in there. wish my sewing machine foot could go like a little bit higher, you know, just like a millimeter or so. I can hand sew it, but it's gonna take me like 40 minutes, and I don't want to do that. And the edges are straight enough where I think it'll work. But yeah, normally I would hand sew something like this. I've gotten quite good at my hand sewing. Crud. Where's it gonna be like that? Yeah, just ignore them. It's fine. I am in pain. This is hard. For no reason, too. I'm gonna do what's called the pro gamer move, and let's see how it works. Okay, so I'm getting to the hard bit. Just cross your fingers for me that this works. I really don't know. Hold on, I'm gonna pin this one more time. Oh, yeah. I do get kind of concentrated sometimes when I am sewing, get in zone. This is for Axel, which is the Dragon Dog Premade I made in the fall. They were upgraded to a bodysuit. So we're working on the arm sleeves. that I might have to hand sew. Let me try out that pro gamer move again. And maybe I just need to hand sew that bit. Yeah, why don't I just hand sew it? Okay, I can show you the Premade now. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised too. I know it's on the expensive side for sure, but that's just because I spent so long working on it. There it is. Yum, 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 yum. Yeah, I'm pretty surprised it hasn't sold yet. It's kind of disappointing, honestly, more than anything. But yeah, I work hard on all my Premades, all my fursuits. That one was definitely a learning curve. And it's expensive because of the time I put into it. And I guarantee that there is not another dino mask out there that you can just go and easily buy like this. The dino masks I see rarely have a full neck, like many fursuits do. Like, it's usually just like a painted mask with ears. And that's not my personal style. I don't really like ears on dino masks, like really big ones. But that's just my opinion. I think they look kind of off. But I have seen it done where it looks really nice. Like short little tiny dragon ears. Those have looked really cool. Kind of like goat ears, almost. Goat or deer ears, I think, can look pretty cool on them, if it's like a dragon. Yeah, big ears is kind of something I see a lot in the fandom. I know it's pretty popular. But for me, that's one feature I don't really like to exaggerate so much. Because sometimes it just doesn't make it look like the right species. Like, suddenly your cat looks like, I don't know, a wolf or something. And if you look at a wolf, wolf's ears are really tiny. That's just something that I've learned and that I do. I've especially noticed with the younger makers who do like dino masks and skull dogs, they like to make their ears really big. And they attach the ears, like the foam itself, to the mask. So they're very far forward, which to me seems unnatural. So I put them, like, sew them into the fur, on the neck. That's just how I do it, though. There isn't really a right way to do it. Another feature are these little frills, that make it really unique. I've only seen a couple dino masks with those. And these are bendable. Ooh. Another feature is the plush spikes along back here. These are all hand sewn on. I think they look very nice. another one. Probably the most, I guess the most unique are these the crest. These have been 3D printed and cemented in with epoxy sculpt. So they won't break. I can almost guarantee that, unless you like drop them from like 2 stories up, and why would you do that? Have I seen Nettle Wing? Yes, we know each other. I don't know if I'd say we're friends, but I'd say we are well acquainted, and we do like supporting each other. I feel like I'm missing something. Yeah, especially like her most recent work. Nettle Wing has made so much. She's improved so much, and it's really cool to see. Sorry. I apologize for that. I have no idea if that just cut the stream out or something. I went to adjust my tripod, and I accidentally pressed the power button on my phone. That should be good. Alright, success. Think I can move on to the machine again. As soon as I tie this next couple of knots. Okay. Okay, alright. Let's get this started up again. think that did the trick. Right, I believe I can do a zigzag stitch, which is something I like to do to reinforce the seam edges a little bit more, especially on these arms. Okay. There it is. How flat is this? Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, well, it could be better, but there it is. Still need to sew this little blue bit, the blue with brown stripy bit too, the yellow. Oh, my chirpy bird. This next bit I do need to hand sew. There's no way my machine is taking this. If anyone has any ideas for what I should do for my 10K subscriber special, please send me ideas in the chat. I'm not really sure what I should do. My one idea is to make like cookies or brownies on stream. I think that's my best idea, but I don't know how entertaining I'd be for everyone. Yeah, I've seen a lot of people say a face reveal. I'm not sure I want to do that yet. So I was thinking maybe 20 or 50K. And I know I said that when I hit 5K. Oh, maybe I'll do 10K. Well, it wasn't maybe. My cousin on Among Us Fursuit. Oh boy. That is an original one. I know, as sad as it is, I am a minor, and that's a decision I need to make for myself. It's interesting though. My friend Minty Chipmocha has shown like the top half of her face. You know, while she's like wearing a mask or something, like a COVID mask. That Nettle has done like an actual face reveal, which is cool. And then there's me. You guys don't get nothing. Okay. So yeah, so I was thinking doing a baking video, or a baking live stream, really. I keep saying a video. It's gonna be a live stream. Because that's something that I can manage on my own, very easily. Because I can bake. I can keep everyone out of the kitchen. You know, all that stuff. Another idea I had was to do like a public suiting live stream, but I'd have to have a handler, since vision bad, hearing bad, all that great stuff. But I don't entirely trust that whoever my handler might be, it'd probably also be filming, I don't trust that they wouldn't use my real name. Like even if it was an accident, like, which I'm sure would happen. In fact, that's actually happened on stream before. And then I panicked and I deleted the stream, so you don't get it. You don't get to know. Alright guys, I think I'm gonna go. The chat's being kind of slow. And I'm getting kind of tired. So I think I'm gonna go now. I hope everyone enjoyed. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.